Most passengers think they already know how cruising works, but in 2025, the rulebook quietly changed. Hidden fees, tracking tech, and unannounced policy shifts now lurk behind the glossy brochures, and your next voyage could cost way more or reward you extra, depending on how much you know before boarding. In fact, a former Royal Caribbean crew member was recently convicted for installing hidden cameras in guest bathrooms and recording unsuspecting passengers, even children, sparking multiple lawsuits. In this video, I'll expose 23 cruise secrets they don't want you to know, tricks to save money, protect your privacy, and unlock perks most guests overlook. Stick with me till the end. The last few secrets might change every cruise you take. And before we begin, if you like being one step ahead, hit subscribe now so you never miss the inside scoop. Let's count down. 23. The prepaid card hold trick. When you swipe your card at check-in, the cruise line often places a big temporary authorization hold on your account. These holds can run into the hundreds, and your bank may tie up those funds for days, even after you've disembarked, leaving you short when you try to use your card. For example, cruise fan forums frequently warn that debit cards are especially vulnerable because holds lock up actual cash for days. The safer move? Use a prepaid travel card or a low-limit debit that's only for ship spend. That way, your main funds aren't hostage to the cruise's billing system. Smart, right? But wait until you see how timing your spa visit could literally cut the bill in half. 22. Quiet times mean cheap spa and photos. Onboard extras like spa treatments and photo packages are some of the most overpriced services on a cruise. But here's the secret. These departments hate having empty slots. During port days, when most guests are off the ship, or during dinner hours when the spa is quiet, they often offer special discounts. The same applies to the photography team, who are eager to sell more when demand is low. Ask politely at these times, and you can enjoy massages, facials, or photo bundles at a fraction of the regular cost. The service is identical, only the price changes. Nice little saving. But what if I told you the cruise line might actually owe you money on your cabin? 21. You can reprice your cabin after booking. Most travelers assume that once you've booked a cabin, you're locked into that price. In reality, cruise fares move like the stock market, and when a price drops before your final payment, the cruise line might owe you something. For example, Cruise Legend recently published that some lines allow refunds, onboard credit, or even upgrades if the fare dips after booking. Sites like Cruisely also document cases where travelers successfully got differences back or had them converted into credit. The trick? Monitor weekly until final payment, then call your cruise line or agent and request the adjustment. Hundreds of dollars have been reclaimed that way, and most people don't do it. Crazy, isn't it? And speaking of cabins, here's a luggage trick that makes yours ready long before everyone else's. 20. The secret curbside luggage move for earlier cabins. At check-in, most passengers hand their bags to the porter without a second thought, then wait hours for luggage to appear outside their cabins. But smart cruisers know you can game the system. If you politely request that your bag be tagged as fragile, or explain you have baby supplies or medical equipment, crew often prioritize delivery. That means your bags, and often your cabin, are ready well before the standard time. You won't be stuck in public spaces with nothing but a carry-on, and you'll settle into your room faster while everyone else is still waiting. Your bags may beat the crowd, but did you know you can also beat the menu itself? 19. Hidden Wi-Fi flash sales inside the app. Wi-Fi at sea is notoriously expensive and sluggish, and many passengers feel pressured to buy a package before boarding. What fewer know is that cruise lines often run flash sales inside their app mid-voyage, slashing prices 20 to 50%. For example, on MSC cruises, users have reported a sudden internet flash sale pop-up, enabling purchase at a lower rate than originally offered. If you bought early, cancel inside the app and repurchase during the sale window. Check twice daily, Over a week's cruise, this simple timing trick can save you a surprising sum while giving the same connection for much less. And if you think meals are flexible, wait until you see how easy it is to walk away from pricey excursions. 18. The casino comp rhythm. Cruise ship casinos love regular players, but they don't just reward the high rollers. By playing small amounts consistently, especially during slower hours, you can get noticed by staff. Always use a player's card and politely ask about comps after a few sessions. You might be surprised with free drinks, specialty dining, or even a bit of onboard credit. The secret isn't how much you gamble, but when and how you play. Off-peak times make you more visible, and consistent play creates the appearance of loyalty, which casinos are eager to reward, even if your bets are minimal. Not bad, huh? But here's where it gets better. Sometimes upgrades just fall right into your lap. 17. Not all cabins are created equal. Vibration and noise maps. Many first-time cruisers are shocked to find their cabin shaking at night or echoing with loud noises. That's because deck placement makes a huge difference. Cabins located under pools, gyms, or theaters suffer from constant thumping. Rooms near the bow or stern often experience strong vibration when the ship moves. The smoothest, quietest ride is always in the middle of the ship on a mid-level deck. Before booking, ask your agent or check ship deck plans to avoid problem cabins. It's a simple decision that can change sleepless nights into peaceful ones without costing you a penny more. Sounds like luck, but there's also a way to skip half the chaos on embarkation day. 16. Laundry rooms and timing hacks. Cruise lines make a fortune by charging for laundry services, but many ships quietly offer self-service laundry rooms. These aren't advertised heavily because they don't make money, but if you ask housekeeping, they'll point you in the right direction. With a couple of detergent pods from home, you can wash a load for a tiny fee. The trick is timing. Late at night or during port days, machines are usually free. Pack lighter, save on laundry costs, and head home with fresh clothes instead of a suitcase full of dirty ones. It's convenience the cruise line won't promote. Great move, but once you're on board, there's one place you should avoid at all costs. 15. App permissions leak more than you think. Downloading the cruise app seems harmless, but it often asks for unnecessary permissions like location, Bluetooth, and even camera access. What many don't realize is these apps are also used to track passenger behavior, when you board, where you shop, and how long you spend at venues. To protect your privacy, turn off Bluetooth and limit location tracking unless you absolutely need it for navigation. Use Wi-Fi selectively and sign out of the app when not in use. By controlling permissions, you can still access the app's features without surrendering your entire cruise experience to constant monitoring. Speaking of traps, the drinks package might be the sneakiest one of all. 14. Facial recognition and medallion systems. What to toggle? Modern cruise lines now use medallions and facial recognition to streamline everything, unlocking cabins, making payments, and matching you to your dinner table. But convenience comes with surveillance. For instance, U.S. Customs and Border Protection and Royal Caribbean have started using facial comparison tech at ports to speed disembarkation. In 2025, Carnival also rolled out this biometric scanning at their Norfolk terminal, allowing passport holders to clear customs in under 30 seconds. To protect your privacy, decline photo ID linking where possible, avoid storing extra data in the app, and disable sharing. You'll still get smooth service, just with less of your personal data doing all the work. And if you think drinks are expensive, just wait until you look at the Wi-Fi plans. 13. Balcony door safety. Never open both doors. Cabins with balconies can feel like the ultimate luxury, but they also come with a hidden hazard. If you open your balcony door and your cabin door at the same time, the pressure difference can create a violent wind tunnel. Lightweight items are blown across the room, and doors can slam shut with enough force to break fingers. To avoid accidents, open one door at a time and always hold on to loose items near the balcony. It's a simple safety precaution that cruise lines don't highlight, but it can prevent painful injuries and broken belongings during your vacation. Online now? Good, because the next secret could make or break your cabin comfort. Quick pause. If you love getting the inside scoop before anyone else, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, it helps the channel, and honestly, it means you'll always know the tricks before your fellow cruisers do. All right, let's resume. 12. Boarding smart. Not first, not last. Most passengers rush to board as soon as possible, but that can mean long lines, crowded elevators, and cabins that aren't ready yet. On the other hand, waiting until the very last group can mean missing lunch options or prime spots by the pool. The smartest move is to arrive in the middle of your boarding window. At this time, crowds have thinned, check-in is faster, and you can usually head straight to your cabin without waiting. It's the perfect balance. No chaos, no stress, and you start your vacation feeling calm instead of exhausted from the lines. Got the right spot? Perfect. Now let's make sure your insurance doesn't secretly fail you. 11. Hidden menu items. Ask for the classics. The main dining room menus change nightly, but kitchens keep staple items ready every single day. Most people never realize that you can order simple favorites like grilled chicken, steak, salmon, or mashed potatoes, whether or not they're on the menu. All it takes is asking your waiter, and you'll get a fresh plate with no extra charge. This is especially helpful for picky eaters, children, or anyone craving a familiar dish. While others feel stuck with limited options, you can enjoy your personal favorites any night of the cruise without paying for specialty dining. Covered? Great, because the way you actually pay for your cruise can double the perks. 10. Private island traps. Skip the add-ons. Many cruises include a stop at a private island owned by the line, and while the beaches are free, the extras are designed to drain your wallet. Zip lines, private cabanas, and premium packages can cost hundreds of dollars, yet the best experiences are often free. Walk the nature trails, snorkel with your own gear, or simply relax on the beach chairs provided. The cruise already includes meals and entertainment on the island. By skipping overpriced add-ons, you enjoy the same paradise without spending a dime, while others walk away shocked at how much they paid for a single day ashore. And speaking of paying smart, did you know booking through the right person gets you extras for free? 9. How to get into specialty restaurants for free or cheap. Specialty dining restaurants often sit half empty during lunch or on port days when passengers are away. Instead of paying full price for dinner, call the restaurant desk and ask about port day specials or last-minute tables. Some lines even offer free dessert or drinks as incentives to fill empty seats. It's the same food and the same experience, but you pay significantly less. If you want a romantic meal or a break from the buffet, this trick lets you enjoy the atmosphere of fine dining without the hefty surcharge. Timing is everything when it comes to eating well. Bonuses are nice, but here's a surprise. You might be allowed to bring your own wine on board. 8. Disembark last to skip chaos. Disembarkation day is notorious for long lines, crowded elevators, and stressed-out passengers rushing to leave. But here's the truth. You don't have to join the stampede. By asking guest services to assign you a later departure group, you can enjoy a relaxed breakfast, sip a final coffee, and walk off the ship calmly after the rush. The process is much smoother and your vacation ends on a peaceful note instead of frustration. For passengers with late flights, this strategy makes perfect sense. You keep enjoying the ship while everyone else battles for taxis and luggage space. Cool, right? But even cooler, there are ways to dodge laundry bills completely. 7. The contract clause you should actually read. Nobody likes reading fine print, but cruise contracts contain rules that can catch you off guard. Hidden in those terms are clauses giving cruise staff the right to search your luggage, restrict your rights to sue, or use your photo in advertising without permission. Most passengers click agree without thinking, but taking 10 minutes to skim for sections on illness, liability, and refunds can save you from surprises later. If something goes wrong, you'll know your rights before you're stuck in a dispute. It's boring paperwork, but it's one of the smartest moves you can make before sailing. 6. Power strip reality. Bring a cruise-approved one. Cabins are notoriously short on outlets, with some rooms offering just 2 for the entire family. That means charging phones, tablets, cameras, and other devices becomes a daily fight. The solution is to bring a cruise-approved, non-surge power strip with multiple USB ports. Unlike regular power strips, these are specifically allowed on board and won't get confiscated at security. With one small gadget, you can charge everything overnight without stress. Just check the packaging to make sure it's labeled surge-free. It's one of the cheapest accessories you can bring, but it instantly makes your cabin life more convenient. Good eats, but here's better. Secret tours that take you where most passengers will never go. 5. Man overboard detection. Why you should stay alert. Most people assume that if someone falls overboard, alarms will instantly sound and rescue teams will respond. The reality is very different. Many ships still don't use automatic man overboard sensors, relying instead on security cameras and passenger reports. This means accidents, especially at night, might go unnoticed for critical minutes. The takeaway? Stay cautious near railings, especially after drinking or during rough seas. Avoid risky selfies or leaning too far over the edge. What seems like a harmless photo opportunity could turn into disaster. Cruise ships are safe, but they still depend heavily on common sense and passenger awareness. 4. Outsourced services mean extra steps for refunds. Not everything on a cruise ship is run by the cruise line itself. The spa, gift shops, and even the photographers are often outsourced to third-party companies. That means if something goes wrong, a poor massage, faulty product, or missing photos, your refund process might be far more complicated than you expect. Instead of the front desk fixing the issue directly, you'll be told to contact the outside company once you're home. To protect yourself, always ask for receipts and note the name of the provider. That small step can make a frustrating process much easier if you need to complain later. Cheap tickets are amazing, but there's another trick to make the cruise line reward you directly. 3. The upgrade bid and how to win without paying list price. Cruise lines are constantly trying to sell unsold higher category cabins, and one of their favorite methods is the upgrade bid. You'll receive an email a few days before departure inviting you to place a bid for a better room. The trick is to bid modestly, not too high, not too low. Many passengers don't bother bidding, which increases your odds. Another insider move is asking your travel agent to watch for last-minute upgrades at the port, as cancellations often free up premium rooms. If you play it smart, you can enjoy a suite or balcony at a bargain price. Nice perk, but the next hack shows why the cheapest cabin isn't always a safe bet. 2. Secret refunds and gratuity reversals. Automatic gratuities are added to your bill daily, and most passengers assume they can't be changed. But if you experience poor service or a genuine issue, you can ask guest services to adjust or even remove them. Document the problem politely and explain why you're making the request. Many cruise lines prefer to grant the adjustment rather than risk losing a future customer. The same goes for other disputed charges. Errors on bar bills or excursions can be corrected if you speak up before disembarking. Silence costs you money, but a calm conversation often gets you a refund. Sounds risky, right? But the final secret might just save you thousands on your very next trip. 1. The Future Cruise Credit Stack. The most powerful cruise secret isn't even about the trip you're on. It's about your next one. Before you disembark, visit the Future Cruise Desk and purchase a small deposit credit for a future sailing. These credits often come with onboard perks like reduced deposits, bonus credit, or free upgrades. The real magic happens when you transfer the credit to a travel agent later. Agents can layer their own bonuses on top, meaning you stack the cruise line's rewards with extra perks like free specialty dining or additional credit. It's the single smartest move for cruisers who plan to sail again. That's 23 cruise secrets they'll never tell you. Don't forget to subscribe, click on one of these videos, and I'll see you in a moment.